my channel today, and we are doing a brand new video. And so today is a special day to me because by the time you're watching this video, it's the day after. Because if you didn't hear, the Sims team, EA, Maxis, the Gurus, they just actually released the 100 plus skin tone with slider and makeup slider yesterday, and I am just so excited. I don't know about you, but when I looked at like a little preview of it, like I knew it was coming, but I thought it was going to come today, but it was actually yesterday. I cried. I literally cried when I saw, I'm like, wait, can I actually make myself it within the game? Because if you didn't know, we Simmers, we are a very dedicated fan base, and we don't like something, we express our opinion. And like for me, I've always felt like this for many, many years. I've been playing The Sims for 20 years, and for the longest time, I never really thought I felt like I could really make myself within the game. And with The Sims 4 always improving, but I just like this deep feeling in my mind and in my heart with The Sims 4. Like, it's a great game, but it's like that when they do an update, it's like, it's not what I was expecting. And when we had like a previous skin tone update, it was just not it. I was like, they ain't fixed. But now we're gonna look at all the skin tones in the game with the new update, the hairs and everything like that. But I have to say that we finally did it. We expressed our opinion. We expressed what we wanted, how we wanted, and who we wanted them to collaborate with. Because if you all didn't know, MsGryphi and MsGryphi, they collaborated with the Sims team in order to make the skin tones the way they wanted, but also the way we wanted. And I'm just so happy and proud that Mira and Danny, MsGryphi, are so freaking talented at what they do. Like, I use Mira skins every single day in my game, and MsGryphi, I love her hair so much. She makes a lot of alpha CC hairs for people of color, and I just it just makes me so over the moon that representation matters. Like, representation matters in any game, and I feel like with video games nowadays, especially in 2020, should have already had. But I think we should go ahead and hop into the game and see what it's like, because honestly, I'm very excited to see how it turns out. I heard that the main menu has changed, and I don't know about that. But we're gonna go look at the game and kind of see what it looks like. But yeah. So now that we're into the game, you can already see that the main menu is completely different, and I don't know how I feel about this, because before the main menu was a little bit, minimal and a lot easier to understand, but this one is I guess also easier to understand because all the information is right there in front of you, rather where previously the main information that you need to know was right above, and then all the packs that you own or didn't own, or technically all the packs that were in The Sims 4 right at the bottom. But this one's much easier to understand, and I kind of like that because you can basically go to the packs tab, and I like how they separated it, because I'm a completionist. I don't know about you, but I like completing things. When I don't have something, I just want it, so I just end up getting it anyway. So this is a lot easier for me to feel more at peace and knowing okay, I don't have to have every single pack. It's not in front of my face. I'm not forced to buy it. I'm it's separate. When things are separate, it's better and it's easier, and I feel more I'm better now. Either way, I do like how this is much better, more organized, because I'm a visual learner, and so seeing the cover art makes me understand of what's kind of involved in the pack without having to click through everything, because the vampire game pack, you can clearly see it's vampires. That's understandable. It makes perfect sense. Jungle Adventure, Strangerville, stuff like that. And it's more, I understand more from a cover art than a pack icon. So it's much easier and much more fun, personally, for me. This sidebar right here, I don't know about you, but this kind of reminds me of a cell phone lock screen or a home screen to me. I don't know why, but I get very phone vibes from this. You got the two buttons down here, you got the button right here and there. It just feels like a phone, and I don't know why. And maybe it's the gradient and me thinking about back to the early 2000s or early 2010 of the first iPhone and stuff like that. It just feels like a phone. But it's much easier to understand because since the gallery thing was up here, and then it had other buttons, but it's more easier to understand. That's the gallery button, that's the option button. It gives people an understanding of where things are without having to point and click and like guess which one is what. So I kind of like what they're going for, but it just, I don't know, it just feels weird this way. I don't know, just something about it's just different. It's how I feel. But we're gonna go into the game and kind of see what we have. As you can see here, wait a minute. The range. The range. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh. I love this so much. I don't have any custom content in my game besides the cast background from Urban Sims number 7, mustard yellow. Remember that one? But I'm just like, I'm over the moon. Like this, oh my gosh, we've never had this many colors in the game, and I feel, I'm just like over the moon. The range of everything is just, I just feel more at peace, and I feel more like happy that we have this. And so it feels good to know that people can create themselves no matter what, because we have a slider now. So the thing about the slider is that we have warm, neutral, and cool skin tones, and that's also in their different categories as well, which makes it much easier. And of course we have miscellaneous. This is like what we've been wanting. This is what we've hoped for. This is what we dreamed about for so long. And like, it's no excuse that it took this long to get it, but it's like, I feel like it's done right. The thing about the sliders and the whole main thing is that when you see like a skin tone that you really like and you want to save it, you could do that. So let's, for instance, we're going to use the neutral tone part of the skin tone. I want to make it darker. And so if I wanted to save that, I could. So we could basically save your own custom skin swatch. And I find that so cool. Like, that is literally the most exciting thing I've ever wanted within The Sims. And so we could basically make them lighter or darker and even save that skin tone swatch if we wanted to. And we could have literally hundreds, even more than 100 skin tones and custom ones too. Like, I just think the range of everything that we have makes it more worthwhile to be able to see someone within the game, whether it's yourself, your mom, your dad, your cousin, whoever it is. You can basically create whoever you want within The Sims because we have the things that we've always wanted for in The Sims. I just hope that they continue to improve, and I hope that they are able to still listen to us. But I really, really just love how the skin tones, and I don't really see any splotchiness, because before we had like a lot of like red patches amongst the darker skin tones within the game, and they were like not it. I didn't really like them at all. I just never ended up using them. But I don't really see any splotchiness on the darker skin tones, which is a plus. Oh well, actually, that's a lie. That's a lie. I kind of see it here. Oh yeah, around. I don't know if you can see it, but it's like around the mouth, and I don't have any custom content in my game whatsoever, but I can kind of see some redness around the mouth and like the nose. I don't know if that's like part of like the skin tone itself or whatever, but I don't really like that. But the makeup slider that we have within the game is like pretty great. I have to say, I like some of the makeup that came with base game, just not all of them, because some of them will be a little bit crazy. But I think this one right here that we got in a base game update a while back ago was probably my favorite, because we got a slider. We got hue, we got opacity, we got saturation, and we even got the brightness. And let's say, for instance, like if I wanted to change this blue to a different color, I could do that. If I want to change the hue to like maybe like a green, or I don't know what I want. I don't want to change that one. Let's do a little bit of a red, a little boldness right there. But I want to change it to like maybe like a bluish purple-ish, like right there. But it's like it's too harsh, so I want to probably turn down the opacity a little bit more, where it's not too out there, but it's like more transparent. I want to make it like a bit more purpley-ish and brighten it a little bit more. I can kind of see like what I want. I can play around with it and pick and choose what I want. And if I wanted to save that, I could. So I could always like revert back to the one that I created, or go out to another one if I wanted to change things up with that other one. You know, I can go back and forth, which is so freaking helpful. And I'm just like, give me more of this, please. I want more and more of this, because the more we have, the better. I think some of the blush doesn't look very well on the darker skin tones. Like it's a little bit patchy or something like that. It just doesn't seem right to me. I don't know why. it just didn't settle well on the darker skin tone. So I'm not really sure how I feel about that. It just seems a little bit weird. I know some of the stuff is actually locked based on what category you're in. So like I couldn't change the blush hue or saturation or brightness. I could only change it from like very like subtle to very like all the way. Like so I can make it very transparent if I wanted to do that. But I just think that with the update for this one right here, it's like something that I'm excited for. I don't know how you feel. Like if you feel differently, let me know in the comments below how you feel about this update. I wonder if I can change it a little bit. Ew. Wait a minute. This is actually kind of okay. I don't hate it. The greens just probably throw me off a little bit more because I just chose an ugly color. But I don't know. This is definitely okay. I can definitely change it, save it, do whatever I wanted to do. Ew, wait, that's so cool. So I can change the hue. Okay. Oh, then I have hope. I have hope because I have a lot of custom content, you know, eyes in my game. I have hope that they might also work better. Okay, so this is one of the new hairs that we actually got within the base game, but they recently updated it and it looks a lot better. Okay, here's the thing. So you see this line right here? This line? I'm gonna put in a black swatch. You see this line right here? Yeah, that line? That's freaking cool because when I cut my hair sometimes and I want to be, you know, stylish and whatever, it sometimes looks like this. And so it's the small things that matter for me within the game, like small little details within the game, like this. Like that's a hairstyle that I would probably wear in real life. And it's like, I could recreate myself with that hairstyle and it would look exactly the same. And so that matters to me. And that pleases me a lot. It's actually on one side. But we actually got 2 new hairstyles. 2 hairstyles were updated. And here they are. So we got this one right here. So what they did is that they updated this braid hairstyle for the kids. And I love this braid. I don't use it that often. But before it was a little bit weird and it didn't seem right to me. It wasn't settling well. But I love what they did. The braid looks 10,000 times better than it was before. So that pleases me. And what they did next is that they added in baby hairs. Baby hairs within the game. Like, they're laid. I love that. It looks so good. And so I'm probably going to be using this hairstyle a lot more. I already have a creative sim in mind that I'm going to be doing for sure. So keep your eyes out for that. And the thing about this update is that you could make a blended family with different shades of like skin tones. Like let's say the child could have like, you know, a more of a lighter skin tone, or, you know, you had a mom who had like a neutral skin tone and the dad had like a more of a cooler skin tone. You more have like a blended family, and it makes it like saying, hey, my son, my daughter, my mom, my dad, whoever is this skin tone, and I can recreate them. Like basically anyone, I'm not kidding, literally anyone in the world, because console and PC and Mac players can now rejoice together. So that being said, I'm going to go ahead and actually wrap it up here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know down in the comments below what you think of the skin tone update, the makeup sliders, the sliders in general, the hairs. What do you see happening within The Sims 4 next year or 2 years or 5 years, whatever? Like, what do you think of this entire franchise and how do you really feel about the update? Because personally for me, I think the main menu is a little bit different. I can adapt to change eventually. Whenever that will be, but the skin tones is like one of the things I've been so excited for and so happy that we are finally getting what we wanted and they finally listened. And I'm glad I didn't cry because if I did, it would have been ugly. But yeah, either way, like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know down in the comments below as always, and I will see you guys all in the very next video. Bye.